Tomorrow also is a big day in the fight, the local fight, mind you, against HIV/AIDS. It's Dining Out for Life tomorrow night and, tomorrow during the day, too. And the organization that benefits from that is called CARES, Community AIDS Resource and Education Services. And before we go any further, this is an organization close to my heart. Spent 6 years on the board at CARES, 5 as president, so that tells you that it has that special place. Joining us now, the executive director of CARES, Kelly Doyle. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. What is Dining Out for Life? It's the simplest thing in the world, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a great event, and basically a number of restaurants, 36 total in our Southwest Michigan area, have said we're going to donate 25% of our proceeds of all that you eat and drink or even take out that day to CARES to help the fight against AIDS.
Now, this is a nationwide event, but when you say to CARES, that means the local restaurants support the local organization, right?
That's right. Nationally, there's about 60 cities that do this, but here in Southwest Michigan, the restaurants are giving to CARES specifically. And
CARES has a purview that's how big? A number of counties, right?
It's 11 counties, and we have 2 offices. We have an office here in Kalamazoo and one in Benton Harbor.
Mm-hmm. And your reach stretches into Calhoun County, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, we spend quite a bit of time in Calhoun County and do our work there. So we have 2 restaurants in Calhoun County. We have Arcadia Brewing Company and Territorial Brewing Company.
They are participating in Dining Out for Life tomorrow, and they are among the 36. So as you go around town or maybe over to Kalamazoo and back during the day, so theoretically, some people could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Dining Out for Life participants, right?
Yes, they can, and some people do that, and it's a lot of fun. Some people go to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then they stop off at one of the specialty shops like Confections with Convictions and pick up chocolate, or Victorian Bakery and get some baked goods. People love this event because it's so easy to participate. It
is so easy. I mean, a lot of times there's a run you have to do or pledges you have to take, that sort of thing. This is just simple. You just go and eat.
Right. And you have to eat anyways.
That's right. You know me, don't you?
I was going to say, so pick a restaurant.
That's my motto. Got to eat anyway. All right, we're going to talk more about this when we come back in a minute. We'll find out what the goal is overall and some interesting things as it relates to Dining Out for Life, which are kind of fun. And we'll also get serious and talk about HIV for a minute and what the overall tenor about it is. Coming up with Kelly Doyle at CARES in just a minute on WBCK. Kelly Doyle is with us this half hour. We're talking about Dining Out for Life, which is tomorrow, an event happening at Arcadia Brewing and Territorial Brewing, and in total, 36 restaurants in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, where just showing up and eating means 25% of what you spend in those participating restaurants goes toward the local fight against HIV/AIDS. What's the goal, Kelly?
Our goal is to raise $80,000 this year, and we're well on our way. We've gotten quite a few sponsorships, but really tomorrow's turnout is gonna be a big factor in that.
We're talking about eating, not elections, right?
I know.
Turnout, yeah, okay. 80,000. This is a little higher than in previous years, isn't it? That's pretty aggressive.
It is aggressive, and we're also looking at. We have a lot of media that donates in kind to us, which makes the event so successful, and we're including that number in our goal this year, where we haven't done that in the past. But the media has been so helpful.
Well, and Town Square is happy to be part of that as well. There is a neat thing you can do if, while you're eating tomorrow, you decide to make a separate donation. You get a little reward for that in the form of a card, right?
Yes, we sell these 20% off Tuesday cards, and basically if you donate $25 or more, you'll receive this card that gives you 20% off Tuesday to a list of restaurants. I believe there's either 15 or 19 restaurants that participate. And you can go every Tuesday for a full year, eat at their restaurant, and get 20% off your dinner bill for up to 4 people at your table.
Wow. So, yeah, if you pay $25 or more and you get that, it's an excellent chance it's going to pay for itself quickly.
It does pay for itself. And we've had people come in and say, yep, I'm here because I want the card. We're part of this Tuesday night dinner club, and we go out to eat every Tuesday night, and we use our cards. It's really a great value.
They made a club out of it. That's nice.
Yeah. I thought it was a brilliant idea.
And if you eat out anyway, and Tuesday is the day on which you might do that, that's definitely worth considering.
Yeah,
so,
it's a great deal.
There are a couple of city commissioners in Kalamazoo that are battling. What is this?
So 2 of our brand new city commissioners, Commissioner Aaron Knott and Commissioner Shannon Sykes, decided to battle on who could raise the most money and get the most people at their restaurants on Thursday as ambassadors, because we have ambassadors go around and sell these 20% off Tuesday cards. So Shannon Sykes will be at the Union for dinner, and Aaron Knott will be at Central City Tap House.
All right, and so they're going to battle it out. That's new, I think. Nice.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. And so you probably should make a reservation, right, particularly if you're going to be out for dinner.
Yeah, I would recommend if the restaurant that you're looking at, and specifically if you have one in mind, make a restaurant. We've had events where people have come to the restaurant and it's been full, and then they have to walk down to another restaurant or try to find another place. So making a reservation is recommended.
Okay. Yeah, and as a past ambassador, I can tell you that on more than one occasion, I've had restaurant proprietors say dining out for life night, which is a Thursday typically, is like a Saturday night. So it's busy in there, and you can expect to see your friends in a crowd.
Yeah, we work really hard to pack the restaurants for this event, not because the money just goes to us, but also because we want the restaurant to win, too. We want it to be a win-win for both of us.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing is that if it is like a Saturday on a Thursday, they're probably glad for that.
Right, and then they'll want to participate next year.
Yeah, exactly. When we come back in a minute, we'll talk a bit about what this money does for the community when you participate in Dining Out for Life tomorrow to support CARES, and that's coming up in just a minute on WBCK. Kelly Doyle's with us from CARES. Tomorrow's Dining Out for Life day and evening, just going out to the participating restaurants, having a meal. A portion of the receipts goes toward the local fight against HIV/AIDS. And I guess it's fair to say, Kelly, we've made a lot of progress in the last few years as it relates to treatment and things of that nature, right?
We've made tremendous progress with science as far as treatment goes with medications. Two new factors have come along, which is PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylactics, which is a medication you can take if you are HIV negative and you feel like you're putting yourself at risk for HIV. This would actually stop you from contracting the disease. And then the other piece that many people don't know is that there have been studies done to show that if somebody is successfully treating their HIV, meaning that they're undetectable, that the virus is so low in their body it can't show up on a test, then they cannot transmit the disease. And these, it's called treatment equals prevention. And these new science and technology advances that we have with HIV could actually mean that we could end HIV in our lifetime.
Think about that for a second. When was the last time you heard somebody say a major disease could be ended, and we can see that? This is big.
Yeah, it is big.
I suppose you have to be careful with that, though, because then on the other side of that, people have expectations that might be a little too high.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, the fact is that we could end HIV in our lifetime, but we're not. We're seeing transmission rates kind of hold steady for the last 10 years. We're seeing examples of stigma and fear with our clients on a regular basis. And we know that the stigma and fear contributes to people not testing or treating for the disease. And then also we have these HIV criminalization laws in many of our states that criminalize someone for not disclosing their status. And we thought that these laws were a good idea. They sound good. But what we found with studies is that they stop people from testing and treating, and they don't change behavior. They're doing the kind of the opposite effect.
So do you think those will change?
Well, we're currently working with the Michigan Coalition for HIV Health and Safety here to modernize our current HIV criminalization law from taking it where we're adding intent and transmission into the law. The HIV law was the only law that didn't include intent, and we want to add intent into that. And Representative John Hoadley will be introducing a modernized bill in May. And actually, Tuesday, May 3rd, we have a lobby day where we're going to the Capitol to talk to legislators about what this bill means.
Mm-hmm. And by virtue of saying intent, that means that you add a component to HIV criminalization laws that says if someone intends to infect, then that is where the teeth of the law should be. That's
right. We definitely want to make sure that, if somebody's intentionally infecting that, then then they would have to suffer the consequences of the law. But we're talking that this law mostly hits people that are using safer sex behaviors. They're undetectable. They use condoms, and they're being prosecuted for this law because they didn't disclose their HIV status. And we have found that people have used this law to get back at partners. Partner breaks up with them. They get mad. They use this law, say the person never disclosed their status, and it's a he said, she said in court. Or women are kept in domestic violence relationships.
Let me, before you go, let's talk about HIV in general. Somebody's listening to this, and they're saying, I'm not gay. I'm not an intravenous drug user. I'm not at risk. Is that fair?
I would say that anybody can be at risk if you're having sex or if you're having a risk, if you're engaging in any risky behavior. Risk is like a continuum. It's do you wear your seatbelt every time? Yes. Does that mean you could still get in a car accident? Sure. It's hard to explain risk. But everybody could put themselves at risk.
Mm-hmm. So is it fair to say then that there are transmission rates that are of concern outside of what tends to be the stereotypical risk groups?
Yeah, I would say that, we're still seeing women have abnormally high rates of transmission. And that's definitely a group that we need to work on getting into testing and treating early on.
Right. And we talked a little bit about this. We probably should have talked about it more. The issue of stigma is keeping people from doing what they need to do as it relates to this.
Right. I mean, I still hear people talk about they think you can get it from kissing. They think you can get HIV from the bathroom. There's a lot of information out there. I think it's because people don't understand how the disease is transmitted and how you can treat the disease. And
it is not transmitted that way, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, I'm sorry. Making sure that we know the facts and are educated is an approach that is best in everything, and this included.
Yes. Absolutely.
Dining Out for Life tomorrow. There is probably a list of restaurants online that folks can check, right?
Yes. You go to diningoutforlife.com, and then what will pop up as a map, and you can hit Kalamazoo, and that will show you the restaurants. It'll also show you the restaurants on a 20% off Tuesday card, but everything is on the diningoutforlife.com, or you could go diningoutforlife.com/Southwest.
All right. And here in Battle Creek, Arcadia Brewing Company and Territorial Brewing Company will participate tomorrow, as well as the 34 in the greater Kalamazoo area as well. And if folks have questions or they want to learn more about what CARES does, you have your own website too, right?
Yes, that's caresSWM.org. And you can actually go to that to link to the Dining Out for Life website, or if you want to learn about our services, or you can call us or just stop on by.
All right, Kelly Doyle, thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right, and good luck tomorrow. Dining Out for Life. Kelly Doyle, Executive Director with CARES.